So, this video is about... let me close that. This video is about... Beep, beep, beep. It's a quick video about car horns that I've been wanting to make for a while. I've had my friend demonstrate. No, I don't have any friends. I wanted to make a quick video about why I buy everything second-hand, all my equipment second-hand, and why I think you should as well, and why if you don't, you're wrong, basically. I would say objectively wrong. First of all, I mean, it's wasteful. The amount of stuff that's in circulation. It's better to buy things second-hand. There's enough stuff out there to last us forever. I feel the same about clothes. Like, there's really no need for new clothes to be made. I go to these vintage markets and stuff, and it's just endless clothes. And they're nicer than the shit at, like, Primark and H&M and stuff. That stuff's all crap most of the time. It's fucking shiny, weird, Hypebeast shit. Oh my god, one time me and my ex, we saw these guys. They were adults as well. And they were dressed in... I don't even know how to describe. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like Hypebeast, and then just whatever the next level beyond that is. It was just so bad. They had like all the clothes that they were made of like plastic. They're like all sort of like latexy and shiny. And one of them had like a Rick and Morty like hockey jersey on with like green Rick and Morty stuff all over it. And then the other one had like a Flame t-shirt, and it was all like. Oh, and then the other guy was like really silver, like clothes that looked like foil and stuff, and these hideous, and they had these weird haircut, like bowl haircuts, where it was like dyed blonde and like earrings and stuff. It was honestly vomit inducing. That was in Primark, and I don't know. There's no need. Anyway, besides the point. Sorry. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff already in circulation. There's not really any need for that much more, apart from new stuff that's actually something new and different. When there's new technology and shit like that. But otherwise, we don't need to, make anything else. So these headphones, for example, the Samsung SR850s, very good pair of headphones. I have those. I have a pair of PreSonus HD7s. I think each they were about 20 quid. And it's bullshit that you need to spend loads on headphones. It's complete bullshit. And it's all what is really bullshit is that the price dictates the quality. I mean, if you still think that, then you're a fucking moron, basically. There's obviously, generally speaking, the more you spend, the better the product will be, obviously. But there's very often something that costs like £40 that's better than something that costs £300. If you take, for example, the Rocket monitors that are really popular. I don't know why they're popular. They're just popular because they're yellow or something. They have like a distinctive image. They're not very good at all. Dre Beats headphones, shit. They're just popular, and they're expensive. They're not cheap, A pair of these for listening at home. Obviously, these are open back, so all the noise comes out of them. So you wouldn't necessarily use those on the bus or something unless you wanted to be a real prick, but they're definitely, I mean, if you're listening at home, they sound a million times better than a pair of Dre Beats that you'd spend like fucking God knows what on and look like a fucking dork. And also it's funny how they always appear in music videos. Like, if you're watching a music video and you're like, oh, this is good, yeah, it's a good video, it's got a nice Dre Beats, never mind, this is shit. This is trashy shit. Sometimes you see it in quite good videos as well. It will be like a well-made music video from a good artist, and then it's just like Dre Beats, like out, just like, oh, what a coincidence! Dre Beats just happened to be in there. Anyway, so I got those for about 20 quid each on eBay or maybe Gumtree, and those and the HD7s, and between the two of them, amazing, because you get a slightly different sound from both. You're not going to run the risk of kind of, something only sounding good on your headphones. If I had spent 40 quid new to get a new, up-to-date pair of monitoring headphones, mixing headphones, they would have been crap. And, if I'd gone to a shop and spent 40 quid on mixing headphones, I would have gotten shit. So instead, do your research, find something that's actually good. There's always outliers. There's, all the best ones are like 300, 400, and then there's just something that for some reason is way better than it has any right to be in its price range. It's always the case. It's the same with like phones and stuff like that. Maybe not. Well, it kind of is with phones if you buy the weird Chinese ones on fucking GearBest and stuff like that. And same with earbuds. Some real good pairs on there as well that are way cheaper than all the top of the range ones you get in stores. Anyway, this mic, my Rode NT1A, which I'm sure if you make music you probably know what a Rode NT1A is. High quality mic for the price range. I got this for, I don't know, 80 to 110 pounds. Don't know what that is in dollars these days, probably not that different. But yeah, 80 to 110 pounds second hand. Tested it out, worked fine, and I've had it for at least 5 or 6 years, and it would have cost like probably double that or more if I bought it new. The monitors I use, same thing, second hand. Most of these items are better than half price if you buy them second hand. And I know what people say, because the thing is, all the people who don't buy second hand stuff, they don't know what it's like to buy second hand stuff. They don't actually understand it. I know what it's like to buy new stuff. I've bought new items before. I understand how it works when you buy something new. Everybody does. We've all done it. You buy it, it's new, it works, you get a receipt. If it doesn't work, you take it back. Fine. People who say you shouldn't buy second hand, they've never done it before, or they've done it once and been unlucky. Usually they've never done it before. And they always say the same thing. They're like, oh, you get it and then it breaks, it's bad quality and you can't return it. It's bullshit. First of all, you test it out. Stuff like this, right? They don't just break. Like, it isn't going to just break. This is as likely to break as one if I bought it new. I mean, I know they kind of have like, a shelf life to some extent. Not a shelf life, I don't know, whatever. They have a certain level of durability, and I know obviously, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, there's a difference. It's going to, but it's not that much of a difference. It's not going to last you twice as long. And the thing is, right, if I've got all of these things I've bought secondhand, say I have £500 worth of secondhand gear that would have cost me £1,200 if I'd bought it all new, for example, and one thing breaks, I've still saved a bunch of money. And how often do things break just outside your warranty anyway? Or, like you didn't keep the receipt, or you don't have the packaging, or it's your fault that it broke, or it breaks and you just don't bother to return it, or you're in a different country, or, there's all sorts of reasons why you might not get your money back. And, so it doesn't, fine, if you buy one secondhand item, it could go badly, but you're spreading your bets, essentially, when all of your stuff is secondhand. And it doesn't, if one thing breaks, it's not going to matter. You still, overall, when you form the habit of buying things secondhand and you make that a lifestyle choice, then you're just saving money all the time. I'm trying to think, like, because I buy like my TVs, games consoles, not everything. I mean, phones, for example, I've just tended to go for refurbs because they put all sorts of weird shit in the phones, like on the batteries and stuff, to make the batteries die quicker and stuff. And I prefer to, like, sometimes you have it for like 6 months and the battery gets so I buy refurb ones where you get a year warranty, and then usually they end up fucking timing it so it falls apart just outside your warranty. The battery starts deteriorating. I've had to replace the battery on my S7 and already it's going again. So S7 is a good example of a high quality phone that's much cheaper than most of its competitors, but I think now it's a bit out of date, and again, I don't think you can really get a battery for it that fucking lasts. Anyway, TVs, games, consoles, everything. Like a laptop is another thing where I'd be maybe a bit hesitant to buy it secondhand, because it is the central hub of like everything that I do, and also I just don't really want some person's hard drive and like I feel I haven't, to be honest though, I've never really had to buy my own laptop. I've been given them by people who didn't need them, and then one of them was someone wrote it off as a business expense and got it for me. So if I was buying my own PC, I'd probably buy parts anyway and just build a desktop. If I was buying a laptop, I fucking would buy it secondhand, actually. Yeah, fuck that. I'll buy it secondhand and then I'll just buy a new SSD and put that in there. There's no reason to buy a brand new one. And in fact, secondhand laptops are cheap as shit. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. I've never really had anything break from buying it secondhand. I can't really think of anything. I had these, which I've very, very smartly taped up here, as you can see, to make them not open back, so I can use these while I'm recording. It doesn't fucking work at all. Probably why my recordings sound like shit. Those, they arrived and they sounded weird. I got those off eBay, which gives you fucking buyer protection anyway. Always goes in favour of the buyer as well. eBay, you know that if you've ever fucking sold anything on there. These, they sounded really dodgy when I got them, and they were like rattling, and they were clearly not in good condition. And I messaged the guy, and he was just like, fucking just sent me a refund. So I've still got them. So now that's why I use them as my ones for recording. I should really get a pair of closed back ones for that. But my fucking, my interface, I got that from a charity shop. Fucking everything, man. It's all second hand, all of it. And it's never been a problem. And the best thing about buying second hand things, was that a roach? No. The best thing, I have this weird like roach paranoia now, because I used to live in a place with a lot of roaches, and I feel like now I've got these like every time I see like a shape or a shadow, it's probably a lot of time it's like a fly buzzing past. Every single time I'm like, fuck, roaches. I'm turning into like a meth head, fucking tweaker. The best thing about buying stuff secondhand is if you buy, for example, right, I can basically sell this 5 years later pretty much for what I bought it for. If I bought it new, I'd be getting less than half the value. I can sell this basically for what I bought it for. So they don't even lose value pretty much. I mean, they slowly, items obviously over time lose value a little bit. But if you buy a secondhand games console, you use it for 6 months, you get bored of it, you want to fucking change for an Xbox or whatever, you sell it for exactly what you fucking bought it for. You might even make a profit if you're a little bit patient and a little bit more patient and smarter than the person you bought it from. You might even make a profit. If you bought it as a bundle, you sell the games individually, fucking whatever. You don't really lose money. So essentially, like, you can, if you're buying stuff secondhand, you can basically rent it. You could buy one of these to use it for 3 months and sell it, and you've had a free rental. You might even make a profit. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a no-brainer. There's really no reason. I don't know why. It just makes me cringe. I see people, everything they buy is from fucking Amazon, and they're like, no, you got to get good quality, blah blah. Fucking, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I've bought things new, and I bought things second hand, and I can tell you objectively, it is better to buy them second hand. You buy it from Amazon, it comes in like fucking 500 boxes, plastic everywhere. They're making all this new shit just because people want it to be like shiny and new and fresh out the box. Grow up. Just fucking buy it second hand. Stop being a dick.